That's the wrong image.
I know.
I've also been forbidden from trying it.
Yeah, probably smart.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to.
I don't blame her.
Yeah. I was like, I'll hold on to something. And she's like, absolutely not. No. She's like, does your wrist still hurt? I'm like, yeah.
Still kind of hurts.
Old.
Stupid wrist. Hard to blame you,
But I want to try.
I know you want to try it. I know you want.
What if I got really good at segueing?
What if you did?
What if I
you were like doing
awesome
tricks
at
and stuff? Like you were like the Tony Hawk of segueing. What if you were that
hitting
guy?
fucking ramps, doing like Segway parkour shit?
Doing like, what's up, Segway? That'd be amazing.
That would be awesome.
I think you'd be amazing at it.
Probably would.
Let's make this. Let's embigginate this because it's gonna go soon. A couple seconds, I think.
Are there people on? Are we live?
I think we're live. We're live right now.
Do we have anyone on? Is anyone? Because it's the wrong time, so people probably don't even.
It's the wrong time, everybody.
Hey.
Yeah, we're gonna watch the stream. You guys are gonna watch with us, right? We're gonna put it on. We're gonna
watch the January 6th House Select Committee hearing, guys.
As soon as it goes live, we're gonna start watching.
Yes.
It's not live yet. It says that it's
unlive. It's dead.
Nothing.
Two witnesses tonight. A Capitol police officer, Caroline Edwards,
here we go, guys.
was injured in the first moments of the riot, and a documentary filmmaker, Nick Quested, who was embedded with the Proud Boys filming them on January 5th.
Oh, so it's a filming
and 6th.
guy.
The leader of the far-right group and 4 deputies have been charged by the Justice
sedition.
Department with
sedition. Yeah.
Listening along with us, we have a great group of journalists, NPR congressional correspondents Deirdre Walsh and Claudia Grisales, and NPR's national political correspondent Mara Liasson, along with NPR investigative correspondent Tom Dreisbach.
Are they just going to show it or what?
I don't know.
Happy to be here.
Is this a talkie or
I
is
don't
this?
know. I thought they were going to show it. Let me go see if I can find it somewhere.
Yeah.
Their own.
Let me see if I can find it. I'll search here.
How are we going to provide commentary over Nina
We could just
Totenberg or
watch
whatever?
this for a couple hours. What do you think?
No,
This is just what we should watch forever.
What? Yeah, Front 242 is going to come from the grave and they're going to take. Oh, good lord! Is that the hyper lapse of all the people in Congress or whatever? Yeah. All right. So let's see.
On the left, all the
January.
Oh my God! Is that really what it is?
Yeah, it's like it's stylized a little bit, but yeah.
God damn, that's a horror show.
It's awesome.
Hold on a second. Let me get it.
It's funny how red-faced the Republicans are. Like the Democrats. Wait, are the Democrats the ones with the terrifying grin?
Yeah.
Yeah, they look. That looks like some fucking horror movie shit.
It's hard to know what's worse.
Yeah, it really is.
Okay, they're not. They're still filtering in.
Highly produced congressional hearing.
They're filtering in right now.
Lisa Desjardins.
Is Cecil super hot? Yes, Cecil is super hot. I think your mic is a little hot, but
Is it? I'll turn it down a little.
Just a titch.
How's that? Is that better?
Maybe they're just saying Cecil is just super hot. I mean,
I'm always super hot.
Super hot.
All right.
People are just like, what is going on?
Here we go.
In recess at any point.
Had to go early, y'all.
Pursuant to House deposition.
I'm going live. I had to
for
pause.
sharing
Sorry.
part of your evening to learn the facts and causes of the events leading up to and including the violent attack on January 6, 2021. Our democracy, electoral system, and country. I'm Benny Thompson, chairman of the January 6, 2021 committee. I was born, raised, and still live in Bolton, Mississippi, town with a population
I'm so
of
sorry.
521.
A population of 521?
Vicksburg, Mississippi, and the Mississippi River. I'm from a part of the country where people justify the actions of slavery, the Ku Klux Klan, and lynching. I'm reminded of that dark history as I hear voices today try and justify the actions of the insurrectionists
Hell yeah.
on January 6th.
Nice comparison.
Yeah.
Because it's fucking evil.
Fucking
Evil
apps.
is evil,
Fucking
you know?
apps.
Call evil what it
Hopefully
is.
you will get to know the other members, my colleagues up here, and me. We represent a diversity of communities from all over the United States, rural areas and cities, East Coast, West Coast, and the Heartland. All of us have one thing in common. We swore the same oath, That same oath that all members of Congress take upon taking office and afterwards every 2 years if they are reelected. We swore an oath to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. The words of the current oath taken by all
What if
of
the
us
domestic terrorists are on
and
your
nearly
team?
every United States
You know,
government
then maybe it
employee
doesn't count the
takes
same.
They have to
have
wear
their
white
roots
shirts
in the
when they
Civil
come out.
War.
It's white. They have to wear
Throughout our
white.
history, the United States has fought against foreign enemies to preserve our democracy, electoral system, and country.
And sometimes just for
When the
kicks.
United States Capitol
Just-
was stormed and burned in 1814,
Oh, I thought you were going to say
foreign
ours.
enemies were responsible. Afterward, in 1862, when American citizens had taken up arms against this country, Congress adopted a new oath to help make sure no person who had supported the rebellion could hold a position of public trust.
Wow.
Therefore, congresspersons and United States federal government employees were required for the first time to swear an oath to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That oath was put to test on January 6, 2021. The police officers who held the line that day honored their oath. Many came out of that day bloodied and broken. They still bear those wounds, visible and invisible. They did their duty. They repelled the mob and ended the occupation of the Capitol. They defended the Constitution against domestic enemies so that Congress could return, uphold our own oath, and count your votes to ensure the transfer of power, just as we've done for hundreds of years.
Here, here.
But unlike in
It's a good opening
1814,
speech, man.
That's really good.
it was domestic enemies of the Constitution who stormed the Capitol and occupied the Capitol, who sought to thwart the will of the people, to stop the transfer of power. And so they did, so at the encouragement of the President of the United States. The President of the United States trying to stop the transfer of power, a precedent that had stood for 220 years, even as our democracy had faced its most difficult tests. Thinking back again to the Civil War in the summer of 1864, the President of the United States believed we would be doomed to his bid for re-election. He believed his opponent, General George McClellan, would wave the white flag when it came to preserving the Union. But even with that grim fate hanging in the balance, President Lincoln was ready to accept the will of the voters, come what may. He made a quiet pledge. He wrote down the words, "Some days passed. It seemed probable that this administration will not be reelected. It will be my duty to so cooperate with the president. It will be my duty." Lincoln sealed that memo and asked his cabinet secretaries to sign it sight unseen. He asked them to make the same commitment he did, to accept defeat if indeed defeat was the will of the people, to uphold the rule of law, to do what every president who came before him did, and what every president him would do.
Up until
Until
one.
Donald
right.
Trump.
Hell.
Donald Trump lost
Good.
the presidential election.
Let's say it out loud.
2020. The American people voted him out of office, not because of a rigged system. It was not because of voter fraud. Don't believe me? Hear what his former Attorney General had to
This is
say.
going to be great.
I
Yikes.
warn those who watching that this contains strong language.
No, they're used to it with the president.
Yeah, right.
They'd be fine.
No, just what I had 3 discussions with the president that I can recall One was on December 23rd, one was on December 1st, and one was on December 14th. And I've been through sort of the give and take of those discussions. I made it clear I did not agree with the idea of saying the election was stolen and putting out this stuff, which I told the president was bullshit. And I didn't want to be a part of it, and that's one of the reasons that went into me deciding to leave when I did. I observed, I think it was on December 1st, that how come we can't live in a world where the incumbent administration stays in power based on its view,
trying to see if I can
supported by specific evidence that there was fraud in the election.
Bill Barr, on Election Day 2020, he was the Attorney General of the United States, the top law enforcement official in the country, telling the president exactly what he thought about claims of a stolen election. Donald Trump had his days in court to challenge the results. He was within his rights to seek those judgments. In the United States, law-abiding citizens have those tools for pursuing justice. He lost
Looks like
in
it's
the
getting
courts,
smoother now.
Okay.
Is
just
it?
as
Good.
he did at the ballot box. And in this country, that's the end of the line. But for Donald Trump, that was only the beginning of what became a sprawling.
Yeah, man, think about that. December.
aimed at
He's having the
overturning
fucking attorney
presidential
general's
election,
like, that's
aimed
bullshit.
at throwing out the votes of millions of Americans. Your voice in democracy, and replace the will of the American people with his will to remain in power after his term ended. Donald Trump was at the center of this conspiracy.